12 years ago, he said, my lady, take my hand. 12 years later, he said, my lady, I'll come for you. The dark beauty's irrepressible smile, and the pale handsome one's reddening eyes. A story of reverse growth and marriage before Allah. The pale handsome one is the black wolf lord of the northern snow country. The dark beauty is the crown prince of the desert kingdom. Because of the alliance between the two nations, the pale handsome one volunteered to take the place of princess and marry Flower. So he journeyed from the cold snow country all the way to the scorching desert, thinking that maybe the other would be disappointed upon meeting. Would he be? A childish voice said, my lady, welcome. Even the battle-hardened pale handsome one was shocked. The adorable little dark one reached out his hand and said, my lady, hold my hand tight so you don't. For 12 years he guarded the frontier blocking monster invasions. Whenever the white night came, he would pray for the dark beauty to stay alive. The pale handsome one, preparing to go to the church, was stopped by a servant who suddenly rushed in. Many carriages had arrived, flying the banner of Altana. The color of the banner looked like royalty. The pale handsome one hurried toward the door, while frowning, wondering if it could be him. Over there, the dark beauty was already being escorted down from the carriage. The king of the desert was bundled up like a ball, still able to feel that bone-chilling cold. Hearing anxious footsteps behind him, he suddenly turned around. His downturned mouth immediately lifted. Watching the pale handsome one rush over, he said, I arrived late. Smiling brightly, I've come for you, my lady. The slightly bigger little dark one knew how to make his lady happy, sneaking out at midnight to give flowers to his lady to express his love. The pale handsome one was coaxed into smiles by the dark beauty, willingly becoming the moon behind him, protecting him. The pale handsome one had imagined many times, just never expected his VA would be a child, and a little adult as warm as the sun. Regarding the servant's whispers, he comforted the pale handsome one. My lady, I'm sorry, please forgive those people. They find you fascinating because you're from a foreign land. I hope my lady won't mind, I will protect you. The dark beauty said like a little doll, don't blame yourself in front of me. No matter when or what happens, blame me instead. Oh, it's my fault for making you feel uneasy. The pale handsome one instantly felt the light of the sun from the little one, the rising young son of Altana. Before coming, the pale handsome one had learned about the crown prince. Among many in the harem, he was the 13th prince born to a commoner songstress. Among many princes, only those who awakened the eye of Namtar could gain the title of crown prince. The crown prince of humble birth had a precarious position. Suddenly voices came from behind. The visitor said he was the dark beauty's advisor. The pale handsome one immediately knew he was also one of the princes, except he didn't have the eye of Namtar. Naturally, he couldn't inherit the throne. The other also smiled and said, I will make the crown prince ascend to the throne, but his foundation is too weak. I know your country's internal situation isn't good either. The country happens to be able to help you as well. The pale handsome one suddenly spoke, are you using the crown prince to covet the throne? The other swore the throne belongs only to the crown prince. The moment I saw him, I understood this. He is the son chosen by our god. The pale handsome one also said firmly, I know. I will become the moon behind him, protecting him. The pale handsome one had heard that nights in the desert kingdom were very cold, but it turned out to be unexpectedly cool. As the door was opened, a steady, childish voice drooped. I'm sorry I'm late, my lady. I was late because I waited for flowers similar to my lady Kaboom. I think my lady really resembles pure blossoms. The pale handsome one bent down and asked why he said. The dark beauty said, they're pure and elegant like you. Pure blossoms were the flower that missed most before she passed. The pale handsome one took the flowers with a smile from the heart. Thank you, crown prince, for giving me such beautiful flowers. The pale handsome one actually felt love from that small figure. The little one thought his lady bathed in lava every day. That's why your skin is so fair and beautiful. The little adult appearance with a child's heart was immediately exposed. The pale handsome one was looking at the flowers. The dark beauty behind him patted beside himself and said, Then the two, one big and one small, sat in silence. Suddenly hearing the person beside him say, Did I scare you? I made you look bad because I'm too young. Don't worry, I will protect you. The pale handsome one said, I think it should be me protecting you. The dark beauty said, a bit embarrassed. I want to hear you talk about what the snow country is like. The pale handsome one said it might be a bit boring. It's covered in white snow all year round. So whether man or woman, everyone must take up weapons. Underground lava erupts from time to time. The dark beauty suddenly interrupted, I heard you all bathe in that water. Is that why your skin is so beautiful? Without waiting for his lady to answer, the dark beauty said again, It's completely different from your heart to imagine. After awakening the eye of Nanta, I can't go to other countries. The blood in my body might bring disaster there. So my lady won't mind telling me stories every night, right? The pale handsome one said, Won't that make you tired? The little son said dejectedly, I sleep very little. Often I don't dare close my eyes all night. As soon as I sleep, some of the princes will scheme against me in secret. He got up and said he had a gift for him. The dark beauty was very curious about what it was. These are eggs found in a magical beast nest. After they hatch, they're very smart and easy to train. The little son asked excitedly, Did my lady personally find these for me? After getting a positive answer, the little cutie smiled especially brightly. I will treasure them, my lady. The pale handsome one also showed a sincere smile. When you're really tired, come here to sleep. I will protect you. I belong complete. The next day, the servants dressed the pale handsome one in magnificent robes. The dark beauty came again with a bouquet of pure blossoms. The pale handsome one couldn't help thinking the little son was as cute as a little chick. The dark beauty said seriously, My lady, I personally made these fresh flowers for you. My lady, you're truly so beautiful today. Sweet words made the pale handsome one freeze. The little cutie quickly added, I mean it sincerely. He also said the time had arrived. My lady, please hold my hand. I protect you, so please don't worry. The dark beauty tightly held lady's large hand. Together they went to the palace to see the desert king. Quiet murmurs spread around them. The snow country actually sent them out. With the blessing of the desert king, the dark beauty and pale handsome one each raised their cup. The next second, the pale handsome one knocked the dark beauty's cup to the ground. He threw himself into his lady's arms crying. Originally, the little son had happily pulled his lady's hand to receive the desert king's blessing. The moment he raised his wine cup, it was knocked away. The dark beauty called out in confusion. The desert king also flew into a rage. But the pale handsome one asked to prepare the wine. Colorless and odorless water was put in it. The little son belatedly realized someone was scheming against him. The prince is below question because you say so. I'm colorless and odorless. Are you trying to frame us? After shaking it, the color changes slightly then returns to normal. If you don't believe it, I'll drink it to prove it to everyone. My dark beauty shouted, my lady, no, but it was too late to stop. As everyone gasped in shock, the crown prince consort's body swayed slightly. Bright red stabbed the little son's eyes. Zheng sighed that the crown prince consort was too bold. A small amount of Luda can't harm me, but the crown prince is different. If we both drank and only I was fine, then I would have become the culprit. In the end, they only caught a maid who was being manipulated. How could there be so many people scheming against him? Lolam explained it was because the crown prince was born with the eye of Namta. Most awaken it after becoming adults. The crown prince is the first to be born with it. Now royal life contrasts sharply with the people's suffering. The crown prince being born with the eye of Namta became salvation in the eyes of the people. In the palace, he became a thorn in everyone's side. The two talking was suddenly interrupted by a knock. The little son walked in with a serious expression, asking, how is my lady's body now? He had the maid put things down. He also had Lolam leave as well. I want to personally care for my lady. The little son gently wiped his lady's. His silent little appearance was especially heartbreaking. One said, I'm sorry. Did I scare you? The little son said urgently, my lady, you don't need to apologize. I said I protect you, but my ability isn't enough. I almost lost you. The trembling hand reminded the handsome one of himself when he sent off his mother years ago. He called out heartbrokenly, Crown Prince, no country. Even women must go to battle. There's one type of person who doesn't have to go. Protecting children is the adult's mission. So when you grow up, then promise to protect me. Right now, you can be willful and spoiled in front of me, because I'm your lady. The little son bit his lip. He couldn't hold it anymore and threw himself into his lady's arms, saying thank you while crying. The handsome one showed an affectionate smile. I will definitely become the one who protects you. The little one's sweet words really knew how to coax his lady. The pale handsome one's heart was completely melted. Out to protect the little son until he grew up safe. The handsome one, somewhat recovered, went out for a walk. Thinking of the little one's concerned, flustered appearance. A short walk should be fine, right? Suddenly there was a commotion behind him. It was a prince who possessed the eye of Namta. According to Lolam's earlier speculation, the one against the little son was probably this second prince and his mother. The other looked at the handsome one with unfriendly eyes and said, please go that way, this is a hunting ground. My brothers might mistake you for a wild beast and hunt you. This time we have a chance, let's chat properly. He turned to see an adorable little one peeking in. The dark beauty asked, my lady, what are you doing? The handsome one led the little son into the room and said, my comrade, in arms wrote saying he's getting married. I'm thinking about riding back with the little son said he wanted to ask a question. How do people propose in the snow country? I heard every country's customs are different. In the snow country, nights are much longer than day. But 1 week a year, nights appear as bright as day. It's called the white night. If you propose successfully during the white night, you'll be together forever. The little son was curious when the white night usually began, learning it's at the end of spring each year. The dark beauty thought a white night proposal was so romantic. Looking at the brightly smiling little handsome one felt a small loss inside. When the little son grows up, he'll share that romance with some girl. The pale handsome one was woken from deep sleep. The little son said quietly he wanted to take him somewhere. A place I absolutely must show you. One big and one small, they rode. The pale handsome one prayed nothing would go wrong. This is Scheherazade, a mysterious sea made of piled sand. He never expected to see this legendary place. The little son excitedly explained, this is the special sea separating the world tree from land. Dead whales and silver red fish always travel in groups. Though it looks like sand, underneath is the sea. Once you step in, you'll be swallowed like in a swamp. Only those with the eye of Nantar can safely enter. My lady, hold my hand tight. Here. You're safe. I want to show you so many amazing things. After the little one and his lady spent some wonderful time together, he actually heartlessly tricked his lady into leaving. The little son really liked the handsome one. My lady, I will protect you was always on his list. Looking around everywhere, he found all that. He quickly bent down to pick it up and sit to the hat. Look at this gem. It's just like my lady's eyes. A brilliantly fiery red, such a beautiful, captivating color. This is how we express love to our lady here. The handsome one sighed helpless. Who's been teaching the little one these things? The handsome one didn't understand why there would be gems here. As soon as he spoke, the ground beneath shook. A group of 2 dolphins burst through the sand. The little son said the seabed contains raw stone veins. Can sea creatures leap from the water? They bring these out. Those dolphins' crisp calls sound very welcoming to us. The handsome one was a bit scared. The dark beauty comforted him. It's okay, they deliberately avoided us. The sun has completely risen. My lady, let's hurry back. The pale handsome one showed a relieved smile. His little son